Hey everyone, this is Bananakin. I wanted to do a follow-up on my previous video, which showed basically what's a potential Touch of Death combo by Kokonoi using a crouching A. This blockstring revealed by Pen Ninja is definitely a strong addition to Kokonoi's already powerful arsenal. However, the point of my previous video was to show what could potentially be done of it as a proof of concept, but it was not meant to exhaust all defensive possibilities. Since this is not a true blockstring infinite, I'll show why and some examples of how to get out. This is not meant to be a counter-argument for the recent Kokonoi ban debate. Rather, I just want to help provide people with the whole picture. Since this blockstring seems to be the straw that broke the camel's back for most people, I hope any misunderstandings are cleared up before any final decisions. First, let's show what happens if you just hold down back. As you can see, I can't move at all, and I have to either continue blocking, try to barrier enough to push him away, or counter assault to get out. I won't cover barrier in this video, but rather focus on other options for now. Eventually guard bonus kicks in and I will start gaining meter and instant blocking every hit. The way guard bonus works is that it will account for non-instant block stun, and after a certain amount of time passes, it will just trigger for every subsequent hit. But yeah, you can also burst, of course. But yeah, the first thing to note is that there will be gaps in this blockstring if you instant block. This is easy to test once you go into guard bonus, since you just let go of guard and you should get hit. As opposed to a true blockstring infinite where you would be in block stun during this blockstring, even if you let go of your stick. Although they're instant block only, these gaps imply that any character with a defensive option can use it immediately after creating the gap. For example, Ragnar can do his Inferno Divider during any gap, and in this blockstring's case, when going from Banishing Ray to 5B to Fireball, the 5B is fairly easy to instant block and create a gap which you need. Let's try that right now. Right, there we go. Another thing is, the frame advantage from the Fireball varies depending on character height, both standing and crouching. In most cases, a normal crouch block will trigger guard bonus since it won't have any gaps. However, if you stand block the Fireball, the frame advantage is significantly reduced, creating gaps where you have more options. These gaps can be large enough to let you simply get out of the situation. So let's try it. There's an obvious problem to this, which is you're forced to stand, which can leave you open to lows. But at the very least, this makes things harder on Kokonoi, since they must be ready to do such a low. In this case, when it's time to stand up to block the Fireball, the Kokonoi is already getting ready to buffer the Banishing Ray. So let's show that real quick. So yeah, if you stand up at the very last second, the Kokonoi is basically already doing 5C into Banishing Ray, which it can be tricky for the Kokonoi to adjust. Let's see what other characters can do. Let's try Taokaka. Yeah, so aside from supers, Taokaka doesn't have like invisible moves she can throw out. But one thing she can do is she can stand block. Whoops, let's try that again. And yeah, and she can just crawl under. Whoops, I'm mashing. And yeah, you can just poke her out. Other characters that don't normally have reversals without meter, Valkenhayn. Alright. He has auto guard on his 6A. But since it kicks in a little later, it's not frame 1, then he needs like a larger gap. And he can get this gap by stand blocking. Try someone else.
Please select your character.
Let's see, where's Izayoi? There we go.
Izayoi. Kokonoe.
Okay. Let's try Izayoi's auto guard move. Alright, let's try it again. And yep, chicken 6A.
Please select
Oh,
your character.
and you can. There's many more examples. Like I know it's like a risky thing to do, like stand up there. So like I can't say that that's like a reliable thing to do. But let's try our Integer this time. And I'm just gonna crouch block. Oh, let's try it again. So there's a tiny gap, but it doesn't always work. What you can do, however, is you can start in 20, which will work for any gap created by instant block. And of course, since Taker is so huge, if you stand block it, then he could just simply 360 normally. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to show. And of course, this doesn't mean like alternative block strings can be found with Kokonoe to counter these defensive options. But for the time being, in summary, it looks like you can always create gaps with instant block and counter with a reversal, given that your character has one available. And stand blocking the firewall creates a large enough gap to simply get out in some way or form with most characters. And that's all I wanted to show. And hope you guys like it. I hope you guys learn a little more about this good character. See you guys later.